of the real world skills that my students learn in class is how to evaluate information. We learn how to research things on the internet by using authoritative sources. The content that they find on those sources are going to be validated by some other source. Instead of just Googling things and looking for the correct answer, what they do is they learn to say, hey, this source has a lot more validity than this source, and so they start weighing the information that they find on the internet.
It's easier not to lose your papers, and it's easier to look up things instead of looking up in a textbook.
The iPads make it readily accessible for my students to do this type of work.
From the moment they walk in the door, they have become the leaders in their own learning by learning from each other. They choose where to sit and who to sit by. I feel I've become the facilitator, asking the questions and keeping them on the right track.
And I can look at my own face. So I can take my iPad and learn anywhere in our classroom, like on the floor,
bounce ball,
on a bean bag. We work in groups so we can learn from each other.
The collaboration is a tool to spark deeper conversation and to become their own problem solvers.
The students made up a multi-step word problem because that's something that's really big in 4th grade, and they got to put a story behind it and make backdrops and create a movie trailer and to go with their word problem. They were engaged the entire time writing their problem, their backstory with it, and solving the problem. And then they went and solved each other's problems in their videos. And they stayed engaged the entire time watching a video or a movie trailer trying to solve someone else's word problem.
I like having them because we get to work on them and not just working on a piece of paper because it's kind of boring.
Now with the iPads, whenever we do a project, they create a Google folder. On Google Drive, they create a folder, they share the folder with everyone in the group. So now everything everyone puts in that folder is automatically shared with every student. It's really changed the way people collaborate with each other. They're more engaged in the work and they're working better together.
On the iPads on Google Drive, you can put other people's ID numbers in so you can share the document.
And on Edmodo, you can post something and somebody else can see it, and everyone can reply to it.
When a student was creating something on paper or something else, there was less of a chance that it would be seen by their classmates, and so there's less of a chance of them caring about the final product. But with the iPads, they know that this is going to be displayed for everyone. It looks great. They're able to do more creatively than they were before, and they know their audience is bigger, and so they tend to be more engaged and they tend to care more about the final product.
It's really opened a whole world to my kids. They no longer have to go to a particular book like a science book or social studies book and learn about events. They can actually choose that, or they can choose another book from the library, or they get to go on things like Time for Kids or National Geographic, and they can actually get up-to-date things, but it gives them a choice for themselves.
I just searched up weather and I found all these weather pictures, and I certainly love them.
It has to be real. It has to be something that they could use today. And it doesn't matter if it's something that they're going to use 10 years from now, or if it's going to be the career path that they're going to be in 10 years, because they don't know what they're going to do in 10 years. They think they're going to be rock stars and professional football players. So it's really important that you can give them something that they can use today, right now. And that's one of the things that's so good about the iPads is you can get real information, not fake stuff that you make up, but stuff that they know is real. They know it's real because they found it. they're showing me the things. I'm not making up numbers and giving it to them.
The reason why I love using the iPad in my classroom is because I think it has really given me the opportunity to differentiate the learning for each of my students. The students are creating content in a digital way that they are not going to be able to create.
I like subtext because it helps find context clue.
A mí me gusta subtext porque tiene un diccionario y no me tengo que levantar.
I think that this is really a big game changer, and I know that the learning that is taking place has been an inspiration to me as an educator, and I know that my students are benefiting from that type of learning.
When I think of differentiated instruction in my classroom, I believe that the iPads allow for this to happen on a regular basis. The students in most cases are able to receive immediate feedback, and they are able to move at their own pace. It is as if I am providing one-on-one instruction with work that can be leveled and challenging.
And all these folders have apps on them that you can play, and then it's fun because you can you don't even know that you're learning on all these apps, but it's like a game where you're learning. If you win the level, it'll change to the one level higher, and then it'll be one level higher. Cause look, it'll change your colors. Cause if I'm on 1 and I win level 1, it'll let you go to level 2, and then you're trying to get to and every level it'll go to level 18. In Keynote, you can put your pictures down and then you can write about it. So it's kind of like a game, but you're writing.
Because I've found that with the iPads, no matter what you do, they are engaged in everything that you do with projects and things, and I think they go a little deeper than what they were doing before. But I find that the kids really enjoy using the technology that's at their fingers with the iPads. For example, the project that you're going to witness today is a Keynote project of 5 of the different simple machines. Several of them did even more than the 5 pages that they were asked because they were enjoying themselves so much. I appreciate the school board and everyone else who took part in giving us these iPads in the classroom, because I can tell you for a fact that the kiddos have really enjoyed them. Thank you.